Hello and welcome to my developer reflective for the AWACS system. Um, One of the key things I wanted to do with this project was really try something very customizable, very modular, and also get involved with a bit of Unreal that I haven't touched particularly much and did want to have a look into, which was how to handle large amounts of data and how I could use that in multiple different ways. And how I could sort of manipulate that beyond what we had with data tables. Um, I'm quite happy with the functionality that I've got going for this prototype demo. Anyway, um, it does very much function and do exactly what I wanted it to do, which is allow you to change the parts of a weapon and have it influence the stats of it dynamically, while also having a easy way to modify those parts that you are interchanging. Um, if I could, I would have liked to do things like add some models with better animations, cut up some extra weapons for more parts instead of just having to use these different coloured pieces. However, that is a time commitment that I simply did not have the liberty of being able to use, and it would also involve me learning a lot of new skills and such that I really have not mastered yet, such as how animations and everything work. Um, Otherwise, the tool in editor is actually one of my proudest achievements for Unreal. It's very functional and very adaptable and customizable, really. One of the big things I did do was I built this entire thing from scratch myself. So that included doing custom input widgets, which was a way to work around some of the limitations of the default Unreal widgets with their base functionality, and also allowing me to expand it out quite modularly and rapidly without having to copy paste widget code 10, 20, sometimes even 50 times just to get it to work. Now, doing this, I wasn't actually aware at the time that within UMG there were actually certain things that you could use to essentially do this automatically. I just didn't know how they worked, and really there wasn't much in the way of resources for it, and so I just assumed it wasn't possible. So that's why I had to make my own. The one I've made, it functions very well, and I'm quite happy with it. However, I do also see that there are issues I need to iron out. One key issue being the fact that it currently cannot handle blueprint actors. Um, I have this component here, the input file, where it can take any file type and then turn it into a drop-down list that lets you select that file type. So be it icons or texture 2D icons, meshes, whatever you wish. However, when it came to blueprints, I was running into this hurdle of it just outputting a weird blueprint object instead of an actual like actor or character or pawn or anything like that, which I've later found out there might be a way to get around that. I'm not 100% sure. It would definitely be something I'd like to investigate further, and potentially, if I were to ever continue on this project, definitely would be at the top of my list of things to add. Um, Otherwise, functionality and usability, I think it's quite clear. It seems to work well. It sets everything you need it to do. If you want to edit, for example, the magazine and change how much ammo it's got, well, that is just there. You can do that. Um, what I would like to also change is a couple things, just like having the ability to close these drop downs, and also to streamline the creation process a bit better when it comes to things like making a new component. As right now, it does just make a default one in the default component type. Um, this is okay. I mean, the component type you can just change later. However, things like renaming currently isn't possible, and you would have to still manually edit the asset to do that. but that is something for a future sort of fix, if I come back to this. Another big hurdle that I crossed was trying to figure out how exactly I was going to handle all these different component types with all of their different types of variables. Because, I mean, there are a lot of variables listed. These are all the ones here. And in the end, I found the best way was just to make one master data asset with all of them, and then simply use the editor tool to mask away the fact that there are this many and only expose the ones that you actually need. There might be more efficient ways of doing it, but I'm honestly not sure right now. So that is the solution I've had to come up with. And it does function as needed, so I'm not that bothered by it. However, you know, it is somewhere that could potentially be improved. Otherwise, I hope my presentation did justice to what I've created, and thank you for watching.